So what we're starting off today is we're going to do the filling for the empanada. We will get to the point of where we'll mold it, get it through. We're going to try to do this as quick as possible. This is set up on your social, so hopefully you can go back, rewind, keep going through this. Again, we will put some of these recipes on our website so you can follow through step by step, as well as take an idea of what you can do with some of the leftovers in your kitchen. So, cheers. What we're going to start off with today is our vegetable empanada. So our vegetable empanada, we do a vegetarian one. You can go either which way. So we're going to go just with regular cheese today as opposed to our vegan cheese. So what you're going to need is a squash. I'm using Mexican squash. You can pick it up at any Mexican market, but you can also use crooked neck, yellow, zucchini, whatever you can find at the local grocery store, your Trader Joe's or your local Smith's. I like pasilla peppers at home. Poblanos are what we use in the restaurant. What you're going to do with this is you're going to take this and you're also going to roast it. And then manchego cheese. Now there's two types of manchego cheese. There's a Mexican and a Spanish. You do not want the Spanish. Spanish is great if you're going to use it with cured meats and other things. It's aged, it's dried. This one is more of a milky skim. And it comes out almost like a mozzarella texture. Flavor is phenomenal. If you can't find Mexican manchego, it's usually at some of the Mexican grocery stores. If you cannot find it at the Mexican grocery store, you can also use they have cacique, quesadilla, sorry. So what we want to do is we're going to take that, and we're going to take and saute this stuff off. So we're going to add a little oil to our saute pan. We're going to add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, white onion and cilantro. We're going to take some of our garlic. Now what I do with the garlic on this is I mash it down. So what you're going to do is take the side of your knife, you're going to press it, but not just press it like you're going to do a chopped garlic. You're going to press it and keep pressing it down to where you almost turn it into a paste. And it's going to come out like that. We want you to be able to create this stuff in your house. So these are items that are readily available just about anywhere you go at any market. So we've added a little bit of garlic. Now we're going to add the chilies. And again, you can use poblano, pasilla, you can use Mexican or California green chili, whatever you prefer. And then one of the other things that we use is chipotle. So we use Los Arcos chipotle, sold at Tortillas Inc. Again, you can find this at most Mexican markets. But a lot of people that like the smokier go with the Embasa. Embasa has more of a smokier, intense flavor. Now when you look for chipotle, this is a chipotle and adobo sauce. There's chipotle peppers, which are dried, roasted jalapenos. These are chipotle and adobo, so make sure that you're getting the stuff that you need. On the chipotle and adobo, same thing. We're going to take a little bit of the chipotle, the adobo sauce, Okay. Now, basically, you're just cooking out a little bit of the moisture. Now, what we want to do is taste it for consistency of the flavor. Make sure there's enough salt in it. Beautiful. Got a nice amount of heat. You can taste the smoke from the chipotle. Now, when we do the cheese, I take the cheese up and I cube it up. And the reason I do that is so when we fold it into the empanada, we want chunks of cheese, so you get this pocket. So when you pull it, it's almost like that. When you pull a pizza from the pie, it's just like that nice stringy cheese. And we add that to this. Now we're going to let that cool down a little bit. This is what's known as our tortilla press. Now, about this far into your cooking stage, you're probably getting a little thirsty, so make sure that you wash it down with a little bit of champagne, mimosas, or a cold beer, whatever you're into. When we do these, we're going to make them about 1.5 ounces. And the best way to use a tortilla press is grab a Ziploc baggie. Cut the Ziploc baggie down, lay it on your press. You don't want to ever put the masa straight onto the metal because all it's going to do is stick and groove into the metal. You're going to take about 1.5 ounces of that masa. You're going to press. You're going to pull out. Now basically what you have right now is a tortilla. You can take this sort of on your saute pan, or if you have like an electric griddle, throw it on there, cook it both sides. You have house-made tortillas. You can buy fresh masa, again, at any Mexican market. This is a white masa. I normally in the restaurant use a yellow. I like the flavor of the yellow more so. So when we get this, what we're going to do is we're going to take the filling that we just made. We're going to add it into the middle. And just fold. I don't know if you can see that. So what we're going to do is it's going to look basically like a taco shell. You're going to touch both tops of that taco shell, pinch it, and slowly work your way down on each side. When you're done, you're going to have this empanada, as we have in the restaurant. Okay? Again, we're going to go through this a couple more times, but I'm going to show you a couple different things that you can do. So as we use in the restaurant, we use a braised short rib. On the braised short rib, we do the same thing. We add, let me grab another bowl. This is basically our braised short rib. We braise it with chipotle peppers, some ancho chilies, a couple other chilies, some oregano, allspice, a little bit of vinegar. Basically what you're making is birria. We're going to take this, we're going to shred it up a little bit. Now you don't want a lot of the juice in this that you get from braising the meat, and you're going to add some of your cheese. And normally we would add our peppers, but I've used them all in the first empanada. So just a basic mix. Again, something that you might have left over. You can use your leftover pot roast that you had from the night before. Take that, just add some spices to it, and make it mirror one of the items that you are looking to fulfill in flavor. So we're going to take again about another 1.5 ounces of masa. Now this masa is, again, ready to go. So when you buy it from the store, pick it up. I normally add a little bit of salt to it. If it is too dry, you can add a little bit of water to it, but you do not want this masa too moist. You're going to put it in your tortilla press. Press it down. Pull it back. And then we're going to add our meats to it. Some of that cheese in there. And again, fold it like a taco. And then just pinch it down off both sides. Size of a ping pong ball. You're going to take this, we're going to press it down. Again, we have that nice corn tortilla. This is a Mexican casserole I had from my refrigerator, so I brought that. It's got poblano chilies, different Mexican cheeses, potatoes, corn. So again, just trying to use some of the stuff that we have in our fridge at home to make something that's really delicious. And again, folding it. Right? Do different ones. We'll show you how to fry them. We know most people don't have a commercial fryer at home, so we're going to show you how to do it safely with a tabletop fryer from your house, or not a tabletop, but one from your stove. If you do have a tabletop portable fryer, just make sure it is really up to temperature, because you're going to want to hit at 350 degrees. It's going to hold a consistent cooking temperature. Again, thank you again. Cheers. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be back.